Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. My name is Kirsten and I have your love reading for the month of February 2017. I've laid out tarot cards from the Wheel of the Year tarot deck and also playing cards to help define the situation in a 9-card spread for both, and with 2 outcome cards from the Lover, I think it's the Romance Tarot deck. One outcome card for singles and one outcome card for couples or married or committed relationships, Capricorns. All right, so the first card out in the 9-card spread from the tarot deck is the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups, and next to her is the reverse Jack of Spades. Now, the Page of Cups, this card is in the position of where you are now, presently, where the relationship stands, or where you are now, Capricorn, presently. So the Page of Cups stands for an emotional offer or a message that you feel strongly about, or something that tugs at your heart. It's an emotional message or an emotional offer or an emotional request. This is a young energy, something that is in the first stages of development, or it could be from a young person, or even maybe a child or younger relative. The Page of Cups also can be interpreted as a subtle request that plays on your emotions or your heartstrings. It asks why. Next to the reverse Jack of Spades, the Jack of Spades is about begging, begging for a favor. This card also represents someone who takes but doesn't give. And next to the Page of Cups, I'm seeing it as someone might use really strong persuasion. They may even go to the point of begging you for something. Or maybe they might approach you in a subtle way, in a subtle or crafty way, using subtle in that respect, more as like a cunning way, and playing on your emotions to get you to do something for them. Or you might be doing that to another. Next to those 2 cards in the center top row, we have the Sun. This represents the challenge, and next to the Sun we have the reverse 3 of Diamonds. Now the Sun usually represents great success, something that's very healthy, something that radiates energy, charm, charisma, being in a spotlight, all eyes on you, showmanship or showing up for something, really shining brightly. It can also stand for a wish fulfilled. And I also like to see the Sun in my interpretations as, you don't appreciate the Sun until, it's storming out. So the Sun should be appreciated. It gives so much. It gives everything that it does. It brings life to. So showing appreciation for the Sun is important. Next to that Sun is the reverse 3 of Diamonds, which talks about success being stifled. It also refers to arguments, the fear of failure, not knowing how to deal with something or someone, or not knowing how to find success in something. It also speaks to a depletion of cash or some sort of a loss. Usually it's a material loss. So next to, and I can read this, actually this whole layout is not only a love layout, this is kind of like a financial layout for some reason, but maybe that's boding strong in your life this month, Capricorn. But together, let's see, I think what it is although success is known by you, you have a lot of success, you have acquired a lot of success, there is a fear of failure, a fear of a loss. That's the challenge for the month of of February. And also because arguments comes into the Three of Diamonds. Maybe you feel you might lose something if you argue against it or don't take its side. Next to that card, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And wow, that's a nice card next to the Sun. The Ace of Pentacles stands for a great opportunity. Uh, it can't lose, it might say. It's a promise of it can't lose. It's a promise to pay off great dividends, or something substantial is being offered to you. Yeah, a substantial offer or a substantial offer made. Next to that card, we have the King of Clubs in reverse. Now, the King of Clubs, and when he's reversed, he can be kind of a shady person. Not always the most honest, but he uses communication to get what he wants. He's almost like the card of the salesman. This could be someone who is not financially secure. It could be someone who maybe is going through a period of unemployment, or their business might be having trouble at this time. And this is not the most trustworthy person. This is also a card of grasping and taking. So I'm reading this next to the Ace of Pentacles as an opportunity, a promise of a substantial payoff. And someone wants you to take this offer, or someone is wanting you to give them this offer. Maybe give them some money, give them a gift of money, or a gift of your time or investment. Yeah. But this is not the most trustworthy person, or not the most trustworthy situation. So, and this card is in the position of, these two cards are in the position of how you feel or your thoughts. So, I think you feel like it's a gamble. I don't think you trust this situation or this person entirely. I think you see them for what they are, but at the same time, they're promising you, or the situation is promising a great substantial payoff. It's it's not only promising, but it's pretty attractive next to the Sun. Very attractive. So even though maybe you don't feel trustworthy about the situation, the attractiveness of the outcome is very strong, and so you have to consider it. Now, in the middle row, below the Princess of Cups, we have the Ten of Cups. And this is in the position of your past. And the Ten of Cups is about getting what you deserve, enjoying your just desserts, a dream come true, enjoying a time of harmony, love and belonging, family, romance, being thought well of by others. It also can represent a lasting union with someone or something, and the fulfillment of your desires. Next to that card, we have the Five of Hearts. Now, the Five of Hearts denotes feeling unsettled, emotionally unsettled. There's a sense of unreliability. Somebody's actions or a situation is unreliable, or a lover could be unreliable or proves unreliable. This card also means a new romance that was full of intensity and passion, but has a rocky foundation. It also represents a lack of harmony, lack of direction, not feeling stable in a relationship, and frustration. So in the past, perhaps some of you Capricorns were involved in a situation or with a person that seemed like a dream come true, had all the components of everything you've ever wanted, it seemed lasting, and you were very, very happy. But something in the relationship, maybe something wasn't established from the beginning that should have been, and the relationship proved to be unreliable, or the person you were involved with proved to be unreliable. But all those intense feelings are present. There is a feeling of instability in the relationship or instability in a situation, and it's caused you frustration. It's causing you frustration. This is in your past position. Now, next to that card in the some people say this is what may come, like the far future, and then I kind of read it as where the influence at present. It could be what's like right up on you right now. Not necessarily the near future, but the present. So the card you got was the Five of Wands, and next to that, the reverse Queen of Cups. So let's see, the Five of Wands stands for a struggle, could stand for meeting a challenge, having a strong opponent, feeling next to the world, which is below, diagonally below it. It could mean feeling like the world is on your shoulders, or that you have to carry everybody or everything. This is a card about taking credit, taking a win, or giving credit and giving a win. It's a card about co-signing, giving your energy to something, and being united, making a united front. It's, for me, it always looks like someone strong-arming another, somebody keeping your hands tied, um, like a tug-of-war, push and pull type of energy. It's an energy that has a very strong hold on you. Okay, those are its meanings. Next to that card, we have the reverse Queen of Cups, and she stands for someone going through an emotional hardship. She represents self-indulgent tendencies or laziness. She can also represent a person who's fun to be around, but there is a dissatisfaction in either in them or in their presence. Something, a deep emotional dissatisfaction or sadness, or even though they have the appearance of fun, there's something sad in them or something sad about them. Okay, so next to the Five of Wands, how do we want to read this card? This can mean, again, with the Jack of Spades in reverse above it, diagonally above it, maybe someone is putting pressure on you, strong-arming you, using emotional tactics to win you over, win your credit, take something from you that's important and valuable, that you have earned and strived for. And again, next to the Five of Hearts, this is an unreliable person. And although they're fun, and then we have the sun above it, which is something that is very shiny and bright and appealing and charming, and everybody wants to be around it. So maybe this is a very charming offer or a charming situation, something that has the appearance of success, but underneath the surface, it's shaky. Underneath the surface, it's unreliable. Underneath the surface, it could cause a loss or sadness. Okay, next to the Three of Diamonds in reverse, above it. Okay, moving on to the card to its right is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, and next to that we got the Ace of Diamonds upright. The Wheel of Fortune is a card that denotes fate or destiny changing for the better when it's in the upright. This is a card that is not stable because it revolves and it moves very quickly. 1 minute you're up, next minute you're down. This is somebody who has been through a lot of things, and they know those cycles, right? They understand that life can turn on a dime. The Wheel of Fortune asks you to be brave. It asks you to take advantage or to exploit opportunities when they are present. Because like the wheel, 1 minute it's up, 1 minute it's down. 1 minute you have the opportunity, the next minute it's gone. So you have to exploit it while you when it's there for the taking. It's an opportunity that must be taken fast, so the energy is fast. And I think, well, let me not jump ahead. The Ace of Diamonds denotes receiving a financial increase or an increase in material wealth or in well-being. It can stand for cash, money. It also represents self-confidence or opportunity knocking. And it is it pro it 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 promises security and stability in a long-term way. It could also represent buying something expensive or valuable, like a gift, and sometimes even a ring. And next to the Wheel of Fortune, which is a ring, that could very well be what it means. And this is in the position of your near future, Capricorn. I'm putting these two cards together. What story do I get? I get fate brings you an opportunity. It's a risk, it's a gamble. And if you don't take it right now, you could miss it. This opportunity is knocking now. And it promises to increase something in a long-term way or bring long-term value to something. This card also, the Ace of Diamonds, stands for contracts as well as purchases. And for some reason, I feel like it also stands for like credit card. I keep getting credit from the Five of Wands and credit from the Ace of Diamonds. Okay, so at the bottom row we have the World card, and this is in the position of how you're feeling about it. Yeah, your thoughts and your feelings. And we got the World, and next to that we got the Five of Spades, upright. Now the World denotes taking a broad view, looking at something from a broad perspective. Seeing the whole picture or the bigger picture. It's something huge. It's a cycle. It's a journey. It's about the total, the whole thing. And trying to see the whole thing for what it's worth. Giving something its full value. Next to the World, we have the Five of Spades, and this card represents. It says, "I understand that there are difficulties, but in the long term, I feel good about it." This card also stands for dealing with a temperamental situation or an argument. It's a card that denotes something becoming a blessing in disguise or seeing something as a blessing in disguise. It's about feeling unsettled about something. And sticky situations. So next to the World, I'm going to interpret these cards as, and with the Five of Wands diagonally above it, feeling like you have to take total responsibility for something. And maybe with the Ten of Cups above that, you've been, you have a lot of love. And as a family, the responsibilities of family, you feel a lot of love for this situation or for this person or persons. You feel responsible for them with the Five of Wands. Hugely, to the point of where you feel you're carrying them or you're supporting them. And next to the Five of Spades, the Five of Wands could be talking about an argument, because they both have that in common meanings. Someone being temperamental or angry, having to deal with that, and it's having an unsettling effect on you, on your thoughts and on your feelings. Someone getting really mad at you. This is upsetting you. But you're keeping, at the same time that you're upset, you remember above it how much love you have for this person or the situation. And then above that, we have the Jack of Spades, who's using your heartstrings. He's making an emotional offer or request. So they know that you love them. And they may, or this energy or this situation is using your love for it in a charming way to persuade. And then maybe if that doesn't work, they use another tactic, the tactic of getting angry. And above the world, we have the Five of Hearts, which stands for frustration. Maybe you're frustrating them, or you're getting frustrated with them, or both. Or you're frustrated with the situation, or the situation is frustrated with you. And they want you to decide on the winner. With the Five of Wands, I'm looking at the Five of Wands. Decide between two things, or decide on something. Decide on the winner. Okay, so let's go to the next cards in the position of others and their influence on you. We've got the Six of Pentacles in the upright and the Seven of Spades in the upright. Now, the Six of Pentacles stands for fairness or equality, giving, sharing, charity, being very generous. It asks, what do I get out of this? So is someone asking you, what do I get out of this? Or you're asking someone, what do I get out of this? It's a card of supporting, giving your support to others. So maybe since it's in this position of others want your support on something. And it also is a card that I have understood in the past as meaning being patient with others, and also taking a new approach, taking a different approach. So, and then next to that we have the Seven of Spades. This Seven of Spades is defined as a combative time, maybe a time of war, time of conflicting energies or fighting. It's a bumpy ride or a bumpy road. It speaks of flaring tempers, getting irritated, becoming irritated with a situation or a person. And it's a card of feeling opposed, or like everyone's against you. It also speaks of loss of money, prestige, ideas, or credit. So next to the Six of Pentacles in the position of others, I think this card is trying to say, I think you're trying to be, I think some situation is, and remember it's a general reading, so this could be happening to you, or you're doing this to someone else, but I'm reading this from the position of this is happening to you, or how you're dealing with others. And so maybe in a combative way, in an angry way, and based on these other cards, someone is putting pressure on you or strong arming you to give to them. They see you as having so much, the sun above it, the Ten of Cups and the World. They see you as having huge, huge amounts of money, time, energy, love to be able to expend on them and give to them what they're lacking, because with the Three of Diamonds in the same row vertically, they feel like there's a fear of failure, there's a loss of cash or valuable something, not knowing how to find success. And then the Seven of Spades talks of feeling attacked or opposed by something. It speaks of loss of money and prestige or ideas. So maybe some situation that you're dealing with needs to revival. It needs a replenishment of resources, or someone is asking you for that because they're going through a hard time. But they're losing their temper. I think they're using persuasive tactics, if it is a person, and maybe perhaps or they're coming at you in a dramatic and flashy way, offering you a lot of big promises with the Ace of Pentacles and the Sun, and possibly getting frustrated that those tactics haven't worked, right? Maybe now they're starting to strong arm you, maybe starting to create fear in you that you might lose out on this opportunity if you don't take advantage of it now. And taking credit. Let's see. Taking credit. This card talks about taking credit too. Or someone wanting to take something from you. Next to the Six of Pentacles, take your money, take your time, take your investment, take your success. Maybe someone wants to use your credit or a situation wants to use your credit to stand on your credit to make an investment in their future or its future. Okay, and I think that you're going to be asking, Capricorn, what do I get out of this? Okay, you want me to give my money, my name, my time, my love, my heart, all of my efforts, and put it into something. What do I get out so you can grow? Now, what do I get out of it? And when you ask this, the why from the Page of Cups, when you ask why should I do this for you? Why should I do this for this situation that's proved unreliable in the past? It's obviously a risky situation. I could lose everything. Maybe I could lose everything. So why? And someone's trying to convince you of why. You got the smooth talker here, making a lot of big promises. Promises that you find very appealing with the Sun. And that fill you up with a lot of great emotions and joys. What if it did come true with the world looking at the Ten of Cups? What if it did come true? What if it is all that it promises to be? So they're making pretty persuasive argument. But you're still asking why? Why should I risk so much? Now next to that card we have in the position of the advice for the near future and the environment of the near future. And we got the Three of Cups and we got the Ace of Spades in reverse. Now the Three of Cups denotes a harmonious interaction with others, being in a very happy situation, enjoying yourself with others celebrating you or going to a celebration. It also represents a diplomatic solution to a problem or loving interactions with others, celebrating. And next to that card, we have the Eight of Spades in reverse. This card represents pessimism, becoming pessimistic or being pessimistic, and new problems that don't have a real solution. Okay, so next to the Three of Cups, how do we want to read this card? I think this card is saying that this is the answer to your problems. They want you to have faith in this idea, faith in this person, faith in this situation. And they're making a big promise that this is the big payoff. And I think that you feel strongly inclined to go ahead and take the risk. Their persuasive tactics are they first they use pleasure and love to sway you, and then they use pain of fear of loss to sway you, and it works. It works in the end. I think you end up going for whatever it is. And so the eight, since it's a advice position, I think what it is I think that it's asking you to have faith in something. If you are going to go ahead and support it, like the Three of Cups, and they're supporting and celebrating the rebirth of this, the birth of this little duckling. If you're going to go ahead and support it, then you got to really support it and have faith in it. But because I think you're inclined to feel to fear fear loss, to fear you've made a mistake, and become pessimistic about it. And the situation is saying, no, you went ahead and you decided to support this. Now you need to have faith in it, because if you don't, the wheel might turn upside down. So that's an overall message of the energies for Capricorn. Let me go ahead and try to quickly sum it up for singles, those that are dating or looking to date. Okay, I've already written this out, so I could try to move a little bit quicker. So we got for singles, we got the Tower. The Tower card in the upright usually represents a surprise, a discovery, a shock, a tragedy, something that happens in an unexpected way, that it wasn't built on a firm foundation to begin with, and it ends up falling down, and now it comes crashing to the ground. You have to rebuild. So for singles, this card is denoting a relationship that suddenly comes on the forefront with the sun, suddenly appears, and it appears with great force or with a great persuasion, oozing its charm and attractiveness. This may be a water sign person or an earth sign person. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or earth, Virgo, Capricorn, yourself, or Taurus. So a relationship could enter your life with great speed, or in a way that you feel rushed into it. It may hold a promise of a dream come true or life-changing in some way for you. It feels thrilling to be caught up in its drama, its emotion, its passion. There's an exquisite tension between the two of you. It may unsettle you, but you feel fated to go forward with this person or a situation. Maybe this person comes in and actually wins you away from a partner that you're already with, a stable relationship that you're already in, or someone that you've been dating, and they steal you away with a lot of persuasive tactics and smooth talk. You may feel very compelled by these tactics, And it's so attractive. This is a very attractive person, or they have a very attractive way about them. They charm you. You know it's a gamble. You know it's a risk, but you're compelled to go ahead and roll the dice. But remember, when you roll the dice, you could win, you could lose. Who knows? Now, for those that singles that are probably dating or maybe dating someone in particular, but it's not a relationship yet, this card talks of due to a sudden happening in the relationship. And this doesn't have to be something bad. It could be something positive, like a job change or a career change or a move. Due to something suddenly happening, or it's going to force a change to the relationship, and adjustments will have to be made. But this is a positive, actually this is a positive thing. And your feelings might get stronger. They might be propelled forward. It's like someone pumps fuel into a situation and it has more force. It has more power. It has more love. The love grows deeper. So, bottom line, this card is saying the force of fate or destiny will shake up your dating life in some significant way. Either someone comes on the scene in a dramatic way and sweeps you off your feet, or someone steals you away from another. Or if you're dating the relationship through some sort of sudden happening or destined change, it grows stronger. Starts to go forward. It starts to move in a more positive direction, a more positive way. And for committed or married Capricorns, this layout, this spread, with the the Lovers in reverse as your outcome card, is saying that although there is harmony and love in the relationship in the past, for this relationship or at its base, there is presently an imbalance that needs to be resolved with the Five of Wands in the middle of the spread. A problem that needs to be resolved. This could involve money, it could involve loss of job, it could involve infidelity, it could involve taking another person for granted and not appreciating them or valuing them. It could involve losing faith in someone or something, lack of confidence in something. It could involve distrusting your partner in some respect. Okay? And that's what needs to be resolved for you married or coupled Capricorns. This card, the Six of the Major Arcana, the Six, the Lovers reverse. It talks about deception, and deception may be present in a relationship. You may be deceived. You may be being deceived, or someone is deceiving you, or you're deceiving someone, or you're deceiving yourself about someone or something. This card has three figures in it, three people, and so does the Three of Cups, which is next to it in the advice position, in the environment position. So there's three people. So this card can speak of triangle situations, maybe a third party. It doesn't have to be a person, but because we did mention infidelity as one of the possibilities of disharmony or imbalance, it could be another person, but it could also stand for a situation that is so strong and so powerful, makes its presence so powerfully known in your life, like the a huge presence with the world and the sun, that it acts almost like a third entity in the relationship, like a third party. It's so much a part of the relationship. It is a third party. So, so it could be a triangle situation, and you may have to, this situation, you may have to deal with it soon. I think that there is a putting off of dealing with something, but it's at the heart of the situation, and you're going to have to deal with it. Yeah, you're going to have to decide how you're going to deal with it. The decision is up to you. The choice is up to you. The lovers in reverse. I keep saying six first. The lovers in reverse is a choice, a major choice that can alter your life. And usually when it's reversed, it could alter your life in a way that you feel might be upsetting or bad. But next to the wheel upright and the ace of diamonds upright, I think that this choice actually, once made, would affect your life in a positive way. I think you're being pessimistic about it. You're fearing losing some sort of security or stability. Maybe you're wanting to stay in a situation because you think it's more secure this way, or you're lost in the past of how it used to be. It could also be someone making you promises that things will be the way they used to be. Um, sorry. So let me just sum it up. This card is basically saying the choice is ultimately up to you. Don't allow the past to influence you or to cloud your judgment. And also, and that could be in a positive way or in a negative way. So not giving faith or credit to something that could definitely very well change and be better for you. Not believing in it when maybe you should take a chance and believe on it this time. Or deluding yourself that things could be the way they used to be, and not seeing the situation clearly for really what it is, and making changes that would actually benefit you in the end. A blessing in disguise. A loss that becomes a blessing in disguise. I'm combining all the cards now. So next to the Wheel of Fortune, it's saying the time will come soon. You're going to have to decide with the tower above it, even though that's for the singles, saying this change may not be inevitable now, but its time is coming when it will be inevitable. And you're going to have to decide how you're going to deal with the dilemma, which is the imbalance in a relationship. Saying that if you resist this forever, you keep deluding yourself or keep blinding your eye to it, eventually the universe will come in. Right now the choice is up to you, but eventually if you don't decide who the winner is, or which way you're going to go, which direction you're going to go, the universe will decide it for you. Fate or destiny will make up your mind for you. So, Capricorns, take from that what you will. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Remember, this is a general reading. Not all messages will resonate with you. If you didn't hear any messages that resonate with you in this reading, please check out your moon sign video. And please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate all my current subscribers. Please tell your friends. Contact me for a personal reading. My information is in the description box below. And I have a wonderful February. See you back in March. Take care. Namaste.